Hey guys, happy Wednesday to you. Good practice today. Really concentrate on what I think is going to be a key segment for us in the game, which is third downs. You look at Colorado right now and what they're doing with third down efficiency. One of the top 20 teams in that area offensively, almost 50%. So we really did a lot of work on that today. The other area, two areas that we worked on, was really the deep ball threat that this team poses. You look at Shea Fields, and the guy's doing an incredible job over his career. You know, talking about 9 catches over 50 yards, 4 of them this year. His deep ball threat ability is as good as we've seen to date. You know, the last phase that we worked on is, you know, these next 2 games between Colorado and Arizona may be the 2 best RPO teams that we face also. So we really worked perimeter work also about getting, whether it's quick game or whether it's quick screen, getting on the perimeter. Injury-wise, you saw Zach Banner was held. We really tried the ankle yesterday. It didn't go. Again, I think he's 50-50 at best. Not looking promising. Keely Ross has a shoulder. I think is doubtful for the game right now. And Jabari Ruffin is still going through concussion protocol. We'll see later in the week, but I think that's 50-50 at best, knowing the concussion protocol. With that, I'll take any questions that you have.
Would Zach have to do any work tomorrow, or would you be comfortable throwing him in there
you know,
without anything?
He's a vet. He's a vet. We just have to see where he's at. You know, yesterday he's able to run, change direction, but a 360-pound man pushing other individuals, that's where he's struggling right now. And really attempted it yesterday, and it wasn't going. So we pulled him back. We'll see how it goes through this week, but it looks doubtful right now. Hopefully, maybe something will happen in the next 2 days. But he got a PRP injection today. We'll see how it takes.
And Taylor McNamara, he was close last week.
I thought he was close as far as the movement, but he had no contact. He had no physical contact on him. You know, we put him in some live contact just to see where it was on Tuesday. The movement's there, but the pain of actually making contact and having to push is not there yet. So usually, you know, big man with an ankle sprain, sometimes it takes a while.
Taylor McNamara, he all the way back.
Yeah, Taylor's getting close. He's got a lower back. You know, you saw him out there moving around today. We'll see where he's at tomorrow. But he's had two good days of back pain. We'll see where he's at tomorrow.
Last week you were talking about being scared about Arizona State's offense. And
yeah.
That kind of led to the 4th down. It sounds like Colorado, you have a similar opinion of their offense. Does that mean
definitely.
You're going to be in a similar mindset?
I think we have to be aggressive in all phases this week, and whether that's offense, defense, and special teams. You know, we're getting into some of the more high-powered offenses in our conference. You know, when you're talking Colorado, Arizona, Cal coming up, Oregon coming up. You know, those teams can put up a lot of points and do. So you have to be aggressive in your thinking, and we'll have to do it in all 3 phases. It's a good question, Scott.
You mentioned the deep ball with Shea, and Chris mentioned the after the catch ability with Devin Rosso. What do you think they're more dangerous at? Running after the catch or running by you?
I said it yesterday. I really think they have a great balance. It's what makes them so dangerous, because you play off and then they just pitch it out. And they pitch it out with an RPO, and they're moving the chains right down the field. Then you try to come up and they're throwing it over top of your heads. Plus, I think they may do as good as anybody in the trick play category. You look at the Michigan game, and there was as many as 4 trick plays that really broke open that game. So you really have to play sound, disciplined football with this football team. And they're doing a great job. Credit to Coach McIntyre and their offensive staff.
Where have you seen the biggest, step forward among the defensive line?
I think last week it was evident was just the pass rush. You know, I've always said this is you want to see an offense shut down, get the quarterback off his spot, and let him have to deal with getting hit a couple times, and then you really see where you're at. We were able to do that. We got 3 sacks, but the hits, the hurries, I think really took its toll. And 2 of the 3 sacks were just with 4-man pass rush. You know, whether it was Josh Fatu getting a quick twitch move on 3rd down on the guard, forcing him up to Rasheem Green, or whether it was Chinna off on the edge a couple times that, you know, got a sack, but he also flushed the quarterback 3 times. So I thought that was the best improvement, was the pass rush. You see us doing it every day with Coach Callaway right now, really making a point of emphasis, and it's paid off last week.
Have there been growing pains there in the first couple of weeks, just given how inexperienced and young that unit is?
Yeah, I think that, like I said earlier, the thing that you hope as a head coach is each unit is progressing. Each unit is getting better as we move forward. And I think you've seen that from game one to right now. Now our goal is we got to keep going. You got to playing your best football in November when it counts the most. And we played good ball last week. We got to even improve on that.
The stuff you said about Shea Fields and his deep threat, was it a mistake not to take him out of high school because he had committed to USC when he was a senior?
He's a great player, And the problem is what ends up happening. I remember the study we did about my second or third year here, and I remember, I'll never forget the number, 123 Pac-12 players signed from Fresno South. On average, that's a lot of players, and you can only take 25. Obviously, we have a tremendous wide receiving core, and you can only take so many. And the problem is all of a sudden you look up and there's a Spruce that goes out to Colorado, a Shea Fields that goes out to Colorado. Great football players. You can only take so many, but there's also so many in Southern California. Credit to Shea. He's doing a tremendous job.
How does the tempo that Colorado do compare to some of the other teams?
Can go really fast when they want to. I mean, they've dialed it up, and we've watched the TV copies. There's times where they can go really fast, and then they go to the next half and they slow it down a little bit, and it seems normal. I think when they feel like they got a groove, they're going fast, and they can go as fast as anybody in the league when they're in 3 and 4 wide. So you can tell with our fastball periods, that's what we've been working on the last 2 weeks, knowing that we were going to get it from Arizona State, and for the next 4 or 5 ball games, we've really been working the tempo aspect of it.
They're 0-10 against USC. Is that a good thing, or does that make you worry that the law of averages might kick in?
I just worry about this game this week. I worry about the now, not the past, not the future, but just right now. It's a good question, though, Scott.
Anything else for
All
Coach?
right, guys, y'all are easy. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate it.